For Those That Love Others by J.N. Wdowski. For your full enjoyment, be sure to read or listen to the end. Part 3. Inspiration. The next day, Diana still could not believe what happened the night before. She started to question herself that she must have imagined Michael. She must have been working too hard and had not been having enough sleep. Today, she arrived after Mrs. Petrovski and Tricia did, deciding to sleep a bit longer. "Diana, are you okay?" Mrs. Petrovski could feel there was something wrong, especially because of her not arriving before them. Diana decided to soldier on. "I am fine, Mrs. Petrovski. Thank you for asking. I just needed to catch up on some sleep." "What time did you close the shop last night?" she asked her. "I am not sure." "It was after the snow started. Fell on my piku when I slipped on the black ice," Diana replied. "So you put the salt on the pavement. Thank you, Diana." Diana knew she had not. It was Michael. Thinking more so, she wondered, was it her that actually spread the salt? She was confused. Did she also hit her head when she fell? No problem. She began to feel the back of her head for any bumps. "Dear, are you sure you're okay?" Not feeling any bumps, which would explain what happened last night. She honestly was not sure she was. "I'll be okay, Mrs. Petrovski." "You don't have to worry about me." Diana went to the back room to put away her coat. Tricia was making the coffee. Diana got a cup and waited. "You're late this morning." Tricia pointed out the obvious. "Yeah, decided to sleep a bit longer." Diana, seeing that the coffee was ready, poured herself a cup, added 1 cube of sugar, and took the cream out from the small dorm room, like refrigerator under the counter of the coffee machine. "Are you okay?" Tricia was also concerned. "Met someone handsome last night?" She smirked over the thought. Diana smiled but did not answer. "You did, didn't you?" Tricia got excited. "So tell us about him," she said, following Diana out to the floor of the shop. Diana took her position behind the counter next to the register. "Him?" Mrs. Petrovski overheard. "There's a him?" "There is no him," Diana answered, sitting down behind the counter. "I just slipped on the ice last night. I am okay now." "Really?" Tricia was not convinced. "Really?" Diana replied. Trusting Diana, Mrs. Petrovski announced, "Okay, if you need me, I will be in my office. Tricia, can you open and put up the new Christmas cards we just got yesterday?" "I already did it last night," Diana replied. "Thanks, Diana." Tricia smiled. "I'm going to the back to finish my breakfast. If there is a rush, cry out." "I don't think we'll be having a rush anytime soon." Diana looked at the few people walking outside the shop window. Just as the two women went to the back, Mr. Porter approached and entered with the day's mail. The bell rang as he walked in and went straight to Diana, handing her the mail. "Did you finish the card?" "Not yet, Mr. Porter." Diana confessed, remembering what Michael had said to her. She decided to ask Mr. Porter. "Before I do the new one, I need to ask you a question." "No problem. Anything that can help," he agreed. "Why do you love Mrs. Petrovski?" "Oh, that is easy. She is elegant, she is intelligent, she laughs at my jokes, and I respect how much she deeply loves her late husband. To me, it says so much about what a loving and good woman she is. Oh, and most importantly, she is the high point of my day," he answered. "The high point of your day?" Diana wanted him to elaborate. "When I see her, when I look into her eyes, I feel I am home." He grinned as he thought of her. "The rest of the day, I just keep thinking of wanting to see her again. She makes me feel good and whole when I am with her." "You do?" "Yes, I do. I know I cannot replace her, Mr. Petrovski, but I still hope I can be part of the rest of her life." He looked seriously at Diana. That night, Diana took Mr. Porter's reasons to heart and wrote what she felt was the best card she had ever written. Reading it silently back to herself, she became teary-eyed. She wished that a man could love her someday, as Mr. Porter loves Miss Petrovski. She shook out the card to dry the illustrations she had created to accompany her words. Once it was dried, she folded it and placed it carefully into a handmade paper envelope that matched the hard stock paper of the card itself. She did not seal it, so Mr. Porter could sign it and leave his own words on the card. "It's beautiful!" Michael suddenly stood before her in the gift and card shop. She closed her eyes. "He is not real." He placed his hand on top of one of her hands. "Diana, you can feel I am real." She opened her eyes and looked at him, as his touch gave her a strange warmth and comfort. "You are real, but you cannot be real. I am an atheist. No one is perfect." He gave a light chuckle. "Although you are almost." She started to realize she was not losing her mind. His halo that framed his head was still bright as the night before. She could feel the kindness and strength in his hand upon hers. "You really are real." "I'm not losing my mind." "No, you are not losing your mind," he confirmed. "Your suggestion worked." "It did give me the inspiration to create the most touching and beautiful card I had ever made." She confessed to him and smiled. "Keep that inspiration for all your cards. Try to enter the hearts of others. Say the words that they need to and want to say, but do not know how to express themselves." He suggested to her. "I think I understand now." She smiled. "Thank you, Michael." Again he imploded into a flash of light, disappearing before her. "Oh, before you give the card to Mrs. Petrovski, tell her that Ernie is touched greatly by her love for him, but he doesn't want her to remain alone. She has a long life ahead before they meet again." His voice faded as the light compressed into a pinpoint and vanished. Next day, Diana this time arrived before anyone else, made coffee, had a bagel, and began working on her new batch of submissions. It was too late for Christmas cards, so she focused on Valentine's Day cards. She remembered what Michael had told her the night before. She thought hard. What do men want to express, but do not have the words? What honest feelings can move most women? She had to write it in a way that men would say, "Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about her." And when the women read it, it will make them feel truly seen, understood, appreciated, and loved. It was what she hoped the right man would say to her someday. An hour later, Mrs. Petrovski arrived. She smiled, seeing that Diana was already there. "Feeling better today?" "Yes, much better. Thank you, Mrs. Petrovski." Diana grinned. "I need to tell you something, Mrs. Petrovski. Something important." "Can I get my coffee first?" she asked, heading for the back. "Sure." "Oh, and Tricia called in. She has a bad cold." "It is just the two of us today," Diana replied. Mrs. Petrovski returned holding her coffee. She seemed a little worried. Diana was not usually so serious. "Okay, shoot. Is it bad news? You got a new job? You're leaving me?" "Oh, no, nothing like that." Diana responded. "You know I love working here." "You want a raise?" Mrs. Petrovski guessed. "I know you deserve one, but with emails, smartphones, and text messages, we are not doing as well as we used to." "I understand. A raise would be nice, but I know how we are doing. I am glad you've been able to keep both Tricia and I on the payroll," Diana responded. "I am very grateful to you, Mrs. Petrovski." She seemed more nervous. "Should I sit down for this?" She took the extra stool from behind the counter and placed it on the other side of Diana and the register. She sat down, putting her coffee on the counter. "Okay, hit me." "It is good news." Diana smiled, putting a hand on Mrs. Petrovski's left hand, where she still wore her wedding ring. "Although it's hard to explain how I know this, just know that I do." "Know what?" "Your Mr. Petrovski loves you much more than you know. He is touched by how devoted you have been to him, but—" Diana began. "But?" Mrs. Petrovski realized what Diana was saying was impossible, but deep down, she knew she was telling her the truth. "He doesn't want you to be alone. You have a long life ahead of you. He knows that the joys of life are more joyful when shared with someone that truly loves you. He also knows that the sorrows we face are much easier to weather with the person who loves you unconditionally." "That sounds like Ernie, but how?" She was touched but confused. The how is not important. The fact that it is true is. Diana picked up the card she made for Mr. Porter. This is the last card I'm making for him to give to you. You need to know that the words on this card are not mine, but his. I only asked him why he loves you. When you do read it later, after he gives it to you, just know that they are his true feelings. 2 hours later, when Mr. Porter gave her the card, Mrs. Petrovski opened it carefully. She unfolded it and read it quietly to herself. Her lips began to tremble as her eyes began to water. She looked up from the card and at him. He had never seen her look at him this way before. He handed her a handkerchief. Did I say something wrong? He was worried. Is this how you really feel about me? She asked him as she blew her nose. Yes, it is. Diana caught my feelings perfectly, he admitted, but I didn't mean to make you sad. She giggled. I'm not sad, Mr. Porter. I'm very touched and very happy. I would love to go out with you. Tom, my name is Tom. He grinned like the Cheshire Cat. Please continue to Part 4, Rap Contest.
To support the author, please like, share, comment, and subscribe.